And we're back at GameSpot. Gamestop. Anyone else do that? I was closing with the manager at the time. We closed at 10 and it was currently 9:55. I was counting every second. I was sitting behind the counter just thinking, I'm gonna treat myself to a big bowl of cereal when I get home. Anyone else wanna live off of milk and chocolatey crack rocks for the rest of their life? Ooh! As I was thinking about putting myself in a chocolate coma, someone walked in through the door at 9:58. No, scratch that. 9:59. I was just about to lock the door. I said to myself, it's gonna be fine. I say, welcome to GameStop as I lock the door. I ask her what I can help her with. She puts down a copy of Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for the PS3. I said, okay, ma'am, do you have a receipt? And as she goes through her bag, I realize there's no sticker on the game. I instantly saw my chocolatey wet dream just fly away, because I know things are about to just go down, downtown, around the corner, cross the block, cross the corner store with Pookie and them, and go straight up. She hands me the receipt, and that confirms it. She bought it new, which means if she removes that thin little plastic off the game, she can't return it back to GameStop. See, everyone is used to Walmart being able to return 1 week old used underwear and still walk away with store credit. I take a deep breath and I said, patience, man. Patience, I say. It's the end of the day, Lord. Please don't release the beast on me. I just want to jump into a pool of chocolate lust. Sorry, ma'am, you can't return new games back to GameStop once you've opened them. She cuts me off. She's like, no. Don't tell me that. Why does she sound like a Jamaican witch doctor? And all of a sudden, before I can even get a word out, she transformed. I thought she was quite short when she walked in, but all of a sudden she was like towering over me. She goes on to say, you tell me I wasted $60 on this game? Something that is too violent for my child? You did not stop him? Now, I know for a fact that's a lie. Because that is a rule in GameStop. You cannot sell a mature game to a child. We even check ID for 20, 30-year-olds, man. It's just not possible. Adult has to be present. Adult has to authorize the purchase. And we sit there and we like, do you know that people die in this game? You're killing people in this game. You understand that, right? This is what your child is playing. This is exactly why we do it. Forget the law. No, we care about these parents coming back and manifesting the situation in our faces. I knew that there was no point in arguing. So I said, I'll go talk to the manager. All right. My manager is in the back room the whole time this is happening. Okay. Just chilling. All right. So I open a door and then I see him ripping through the finest of crispiest fried chicken. I go back into my mind palace and I think about taking just a little bite of chocolate paradise. It would be like getting a hug from Black Jesus right now. See, but I can't blame him for picking fried chicken over the ghetto-ness that's happening outside. And for the record, he was not black. I explained to my manager the situation as he devours a breast and he gives me the nod. Which means it's not worth the trouble. Just return it for her. So I come back out and get behind the counter and say, good news. My manager said I can return it for you. Would you want cash back or do you want to swap it out for another game? She says she wants to swap it out. So I turn back around and put the game back on the counter. And then she says, I want Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for the Xbox 360. And I realized she must have bought the game and got it for the wrong system. Instead of coming in here and being real with us, she lied to my face. When she told me, I almost went into shock. But I knew she wanted a reaction. I wasn't going to give it to her. I know if I froze too long, she would know that I was affected by her wizardry. So instead, I forced my body to move and ended up doing the robot on the way to the game. I turned around and didn't even look at her face until I finished the transaction and handed her the game. I looked her in the eye and I said, don't you know violent video games is linked to child aggression? I didn't say that. I said, have a good night And she had the most satisfied look on her face. I let her out and I locked the door. My manager peeks out and says, "She gone?" He thanks me for letting him inhale a box of fried chicken while I took care of customers. And he says I can go home early. Woo! That means I don't have to clean up the store and put the games in alphabetical order. I can just go home and jump into the river of Jason's chocolate waterfalls.